Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is My Two Cents. I'm here with Jeff Hefe, Young Rob, and I'm D, aka the Quiet Genius. And today we got some Twitter questions for you guys. You guys been asking a lot of questions, and we got the answers now.
Y'all showing love. I love that. Keep doing it.
All right, first question we have is from Natanya Mo.
My dog. Your cousin.
I want to hear each of you voice your opinion on the difference between rappers back then and now.
Ooh, I'm gonna let Rob start that one.
All right, Rob, hit us up.
Damn. All right. So, damn, this can easily turn into like a 20-minute discussion in itself. Just going based off like the origins of hip hop, from like the hop, the hippie, like. But I'll start it off from when hip hop really took off. So like early 90s, with like right after Rakim, so Nas era and all that, the golden age is what they like to call it.
Yes, it is.
For me personally, the biggest difference is in mainstream hip hop back then, everything was about a message and what you're trying to convey, and based off of real realities of what was going on. Flash forward 20 something years later, we have, don't get me wrong, not every artist is the same, right? But a lot of your mainstream rappers now are almost creating a vibe and just trying to sell a certain sort of aesthetic that may or may not be really what they're living, and it's not as relatable, but that does not mean that it's not good music, because at the end of the day, that's what this is.
Wait, hold on to me. Let's start with Grandmaster Flash, with the message that he said what he needed to say without using a hard beat. It was a smooth beat where he said everything that was going on in the time. Well, we take that song for granted now, but at that time it had a message to it. And like, let's move on to now. You have rappers that are talking about messages. You have rappers that are just making club bangers, just SoundCloud rappers basically. So not every rapper is giving you a great perspective on what is going on in today's society. So we have the Joey Badasses of the world and the Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole's. Those are the people that are really giving us lyrics and like showing the rap game what it's missing and bring it to what it needs to be on those ground points. Not the little Yachty's, Uzis. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but they're not giving us a message that we need in today's society.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? To touch on both everything that they just said. Back in the 90s, people sold drugs and did all that stuff, but they did it because they were in a specific situation, and they try to get their moms out, or they try to better themselves. And once they better themselves, they stepped out of that life, and you know what I'm saying, because they progressed to something better. Like what Jay-Z said, like I told you so, drugs. Nah, Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. So he talks about those things because he went through them, but he's not doing that anymore. He stopped doing that a long time ago. Whereas we flash forward 20 years, people that are rich, like they rich off rap already, and they still in the trap doing this, that, and the third. I get it. That may be what you know,
just
but
for the image.
Exactly. And you're somewhat of a role model to certain people. Why would you promote such a life that you know where the end point is? You know what I'm saying? It's either gonna put you in a tomb or in jail. You know what I'm saying? And you keep promoting that, and I feel like we gotta step away from that to some degree. Like, I understand, it happens. It's a reality that we do have to touch and realize that happens. But people like to act like that is the greatest life to live, and boast it up like it's so amazing. I don't think it should be that way. You know what I'm saying? Word. Next question is from Paul Cito. Shout out to Paul.
Shout out my nigga Paul.
Yeah. He said, I speak on the up-and-coming artists and the potential in the industry. Word. Talking about up-and-coming artists, you guys are killing the SoundCloud game. Killing it. All the streams and everything, you guys are killing it. And you guys have the potential to one day overthrow all these other rappers that are here. Stay true to your craft. You know what I'm saying? Don't switch up. If you're a lyricist, be a lyricist. Don't try and be a trapper just because that's the wave in your city or whatever the case may be. Be what you truly are. If you're a trapper, be a trapper. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a lyricist, do what you do, and let it be real. You know what I'm saying? Don't be phony for just for the views and just for the clout, basically. Like, do what you love. stay true to your craft.
One thing I want to say about up and coming artists is that your time will come, and don't let any of don't let just surrounding shit just bring you down. Just keep pushing and keep going and keep doing you, because eventually your time will come. And don't rely on anyone else. Like, use the tools you have, because back in '91 they didn't have the internet, right? They had to push all that shit, go city to city, go to DJs.
Passing out cassettes and shit.
Use SoundCloud, yo.
Use Twitter, use Instagram.
Use Snapchat, use social media, use Facebook. Use MySpace if you got to. Use everything you can to get your brand out there, because there are people watching and there are people listening, and you just never know where it might go.
So let me hop on that. So our rap industry now is like dictated by mumble rap. That's like the number one thing that takes over our rap game now. So we need those lyricists that want to come out and show the skills that they have and not get overseen or give up in the game. So just keep pushing yourself, keep distributing that music, because people out there love it. I'm gonna listen to it because I like real lyrics in my songs.
Me too.
Exactly. So you got those people that are really gonna listen to your stuff. You got those people that are not gonna listen to your stuff. Don't let those people that don't listen dictate what you do.
Word. And on that note, if you are a local artist and you feel like your shit is fire, which you should, send it to us. Shoot us a DM with your SoundCloud. We really listen, you know what I'm saying?
Send me your inquiries, you feel me?
You know, we really listen. Send us an email, Twitter, Instagram, send it to us. We really listen to your music all together and we make it work. Let's get it. Last question for us is from Pyramids. Shayla, shout out to Shayla. She wants to know, she said it would be cool to have each of us discuss the idea behind My 2 Cents and what motivates us to do it and get to know us more personally.
So let's start off with the president.
You know me, El Presidente. I actually had this idea for a long time. The first person I ever told it to was my boy DK and my boy Terrell. Shout out to both y'all. And basically what it is I love music. I fell in love with music a long time ago. When I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop in my house, to be honest. I listened to classic soul, R&B, and reggae growing up until I was like about 8 or 9. And I heard hip hop when I was around, but I wasn't allowed to listen to it in the house. So like I heard, you know what I'm saying, Biggie, Jay, Nas, all that stuff when I was around, but I didn't get to listen to it in my house and get really deep into it until I was like about 8 or 9. My cousin started giving me albums and stuff like that. One particular album he gave me was the Blueprint 3. I still have it at the house. And that's when I really started getting into lyrics and fell in love with music. A good friend of mine that we had on the show prior to now, Charlie Royal, when he started performing and pursuing his career as a rapper, he would have shows and he would ask me to come and show up and just to support. And I would go, and I love the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? I love the opportunity for someone who really is lyrical or really wants to make music to go out there and show people their music. And there's not enough of a platform in our community, and I feel like that's where we could be helped. You know what I'm saying? That's where we step in, because we are the next generation of music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here, all the IE knows, the Charlie Royals, the Old Town Margaret, you guys are the next level. You know what I'm saying? So if there's nobody to support you and there's no platform for you guys, then what's gonna happen? How are you guys gonna excel and progress in your music? And that's where we stand, you know what I'm saying?
All right, my turn. So my music started, I'll say in high school. I used to just get random downloads, whatever was hot in that time. In high school, I wanted to be a little bit different, like really break down music, listen to it. So I would download albums, sit on the bus, listen to the whole album throughout my whole school day. Shout out to Gardy for putting me on to mixtapes, albums. My boy Vidal for putting me on to Kendrick, because I was not a Kendrick fan that much until he put me on to Section 80. I was like, oh shoot, this is some real music. So what put me on to My 2 Cents was Dwayne hit me up. If you know me, I love music. I love anything that has to do with it, and I'm always down. So he hit me up with the idea, and ever since that day, we've been growing, making new plans to expand this, get you local rappers out here, get known, because not everybody is known, and this actually put me on to some new rappers that I would never think I would figure out.
Word.
How about you, Rob?
For me, this has been a bubbling process for years since I was legit. I fell in love with hip hop at 7, 8, right? My stepbrother put me on, And I remember he moved down here from Connecticut, and like just not even the music, like the whole image. Like I remember him rocking like the long Echo tees and the baggy jeans and the Forces with the bunny laces and shit, and like, and he was listening to, I think at the time that was popping around was like a lot of Big Pun, a lot of Bad Boy, a lot of Mace, a lot of Ludacris, and so that was in my house, but I wasn't allowed to listen to it, right? They could, but I couldn't. So I remember being in like second grade and getting driven to baseball practice and sitting in the backseat of my stepdad's car bumping Get Rich or Die Trying. And really since that moment, I just had an infatuation with rap music and hip-hop music and hip-hop culture, and it was always deeper than music for me. So I knew that if I had the opportunity to eventually be able to incorporate what I love into a career path or even just a hobby or whatever, I wanted to do that. So as I got older, I started getting deeper and deeper and like really studying the industry and studying the craft and studying the music and having a deeper appreciation for it as an art form, to where it's became a part of my daily life, right? So linking up with Dwayne, and we had this conversation, and then he plugged me in with Jeff and our other guy Brian, and everything just clicked, and it just became a real organic experience for all of us. And it's just a platform for us to really push this Central Florida culture specifically, but then eventually on a greater scale to push this culture forward and keep it going and preserving it.
And then another thing is, we're not just focused on music, we're focused on arts,
culture,
anything,
the entire
anything,
culture.
global brand.
Art is huge. It's not just in one aspect of music,
Poetry, all
in
of it.
art. It's in like paintings or anything. It's everything that has to do with it. It's a broad variety of things that people need to be experienced and get into. And also the cool thing about our group is that we're all different. I'm more into like, I'll say I can go back to 2012 to now and break down everything for you. Rob can go back to like the 90s, break down the whole pathway of rap for you and tell you everything. Dwayne the same way. They can break down lyrics better than me in that old time of music. I can break down newer music faster. That's a great thing about our group.
Diversity. That's the last question we have for Just Us. On this specific episode, we got a special guest that we told people about. We got Mr. Enoch over here. We got the Ask Enoch section.
What up, boy? Enoch!
Yeah. What's good? What's going on, man? They got a couple questions for you, man. So the first one is from _B square Blue Ballettis. Why do women feel entitled once in a relationship for that man to do or pay for everything?
All right. Well, I'm gonna have my boy Rob tag along in this one.
I have to tag in too.
Well, I feel like it all starts with like the home training. Like girls actually, they take a lot from their mothers. So they weren't raised, to do a lot for themselves. No, I'm being for real. It starts with their mothers.
My man went straight for the belt.
Yeah, because that's where they learn everything from. Learn how to cook, learn how to act.
Yeah, you a savage,
Nah,
bro.
keep going.
So like, if their mother raised them up, to do everything for themselves, to be a woman who grinds for themselves, they're not gonna start the relationship looking for the man to do everything for them, pay their bills, pay for their food, take care of them like they can take care of themselves.
I do believe it does start in the home. Definitely, it depends on what experiences you saw growing up. Everyone's household is different, so some people may come from a single parent household where they live with their mother, and their mother was that grinding, independent woman who got everything by her lonesome, and so they don't need a man to pay for everything, right?
Sure.
Then you got other women who have had like their mothers, and there's nothing wrong with having your husband pay, and that's cool, but like, yo, come on, man.
Sometimes you gotta be like, I'll take the check. I'm not gonna lie, recently I was exposed to this. I would never expect this ever a day in my life where like someone would actually pay for me.
Yo,
I was so surprised. Well, shout out to you. You know who you are.
Don't get me wrong. I like a female who's gonna let me do for her. You know,
Exactly.
Let me take her out. But then like
There's a limit.
Yeah, there's a limit. If every
Exactly.
time we go to dinner,
I gotta drop a
putting out
check.
the wallet. You know, tipping. If you don't even, you know, ask to tip or help out, like
my
how does
thing
that
is,
look?
I don't. Okay, most of the time I would want to pay for you, but like sometimes you gotta like be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get it this time. I'm be like, whoa.
I think that, let me pitch in, I'm sorry, but I think that there's got to be a happy medium. If I pay for dinner, you got to tip. If I buy the tickets to the movie, you got to buy the snacks. There's got to be, you know what I'm saying, a happy medium like that, you know what I'm saying?
whose car are we even driving?
Say word, you know what I'm
You
saying?
drive there, you
know,
pay.
No, I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm paying for everything, my lady. Like, yo, you know what you do? What do you do?
The reason why we don't say nothing is because we want to feel macho. Like,
It's gonna
you know,
sound
like I'm taking care of my shorty, this, that, and the third.
Of course.
But
But
you know, you in the car, y'all on the way to the movies, right? Shouldn't matter. You're damn, bro. Every weekend, she want to go out, she don't pay.
This is my last
This
50.
show, yo,
my
she
last-
don't pay for shit.
my bank account, you know, I got negative 20 right now. You sit, you know what I'm saying?
But then again,
You got to put the movie tickets on your credit card, you know what I'm
this
saying?
happened, yo, so y'all go, yo, I want to take you out, bet. So all week, you bust your ass at work, right? You going in. Finally, Saturday night gets there, right?
Uh-huh.
You get your fly fit, you got your nice boxes on.
Bomb.
Right?
This
Yeah.
nigga- the silk Johns, you know what I'm saying?
Socks on, you feel me?
Definitely.
The Calvin,
You don't put clean socks on every day?
right? Huh? you know what I mean? And so, shorty want Red Lobster, right? All right. Cool.
Damn, for real, first
So
date.
we go to Red Lobster,
you,
right? We get the biscuits. I'm gonna order something calm, right? Something. No, shorty want the platter, the starter platter
bro.
that comes with
The lobster.
crab
the
legs,
actual
the
lobster on the
tilapia.
plate.
Oh.
like,
And
She's not even giving you none.
don't finish your food. Order dessert.
We don't eat dessert here. We do not eat dessert. I don't know what dessert is.
So then she ordered the cheesecake, right? The most expensive thing
On the menu,
dessert
yeah.
menu.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Plus, she didn't get water. She got strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
Which is more. Which is more
Pina
than soda.
colada.
So,
Pina colada
you feel
mix.
me? So now you sitting there and you know
You only got $60 in your account.
You only got $60 in your account. You don't get paid until
The
the
next day.
15th. No, you gotta go a whole week without getting paid.
Ooh,
So you nervous. You thinking like,
it might bounce.
Nigga said it might bounce. You might get that, excuse me, sir, it didn't go through.
That's the worst.
now-
Put it on 2 cards.
man.
I mean, but at the end
So
of
when
the day,
that check
though,
come,
but at the end of the
when
day,
that check
like
come-
if it starts from the home, as a man, we have to be man enough to like sit down and have a conversation.
Word.
If it happens once, you have a conversation and you let them know like this isn't, you know, I'm not really feeling this. Next time it'd be nice if you pitch in a nice way.
I couldn't do
And
that.
then
I'm just
sometimes
I'm
you got
just
to.
not- We not talking to you no more.
That's
See,
it.
it
Off
don't
rip
work
like that.
It don't work like that.
You gotta give her a chance, you know
You
what I'm
gotta
saying?
give her a chance.
What's wrong with you?
Alright.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Oh,
I know we got a little bit off topic, but
alright, here we go.
Definitely.
Top 5 pet peeves on girls.
top 5 pet peeves.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. This kind of relates to the first question. A gold digger. That's like gonna be number 5. I like a shorty who
That's top 5.
you know makes her own money. You know, can support herself. Talking during sports games. So like I'm being so serious. Like
Why
I'm
you so
watching
petty, dog?
the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl, and you like chatting it up, trying to talk about the relationship. Like that's not the time for that. Cause I'm not focused on what you're saying. Like I'm watching the game. Like it's just bad time.
I'm on 2K. I'm playing online.
Bad
You trying to shake my controller? No.
Yeah. My 3 would be nagging. Cause like I grew up getting enough of that from my mom. Like,
Yes.
I don't need you nagging at me for every little thing. Like you can ask me once. If I get to it, I'm gonna try to get to it. If not, then you can bring it up at a later time. But nagging isn't gonna help us. Only gonna make it worse.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get annoyed. We're gonna get in an argument. Y'all know how
It's not gonna work there.
Y'all know how it goes.
Yeah.
Stop
Nah,
talking to me.
2, I hate a selfish girl. Like it's all about you. and I'm taking care of you, but you're not really doing anything for me.
Like, yo, scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's why we in this. And really, that should be not even just like romantic relationships, but that's how partnerships and friendships and
all that stuff.
It's a like y'all are, yo, it's what can we do for each other
to help us grow together,
to help us
definitely
get to where we're going. Feel me?
My number one, everybody knows this about me, is like bad hygiene.
Oh,
like your hygiene got to be on point.
You got some kicking breath.
You
coming out the house looking like you was in bed.
Clothes gotta be on point, like
not
all the time, but like
I understand if like
no yellow toes.
I understand if like you haven't gone and got it done for a while because you having a little situation, your band's not up. I feel you. If you my girl, I'm gonna slide you a little bit, like go take care of yourself. But like, shoot,
like if
you coming out the house with dragon toes,
dragon toes.
Dragon toes.
We really being real, like we at an age like we should not be having. You shouldn't. This should be something that's like, come on.
Like if we're going out in public, we're going to events. You know, like I represent you, you represent me. Don't come out here having me look like
no. The girls,
white hair smell like that.
No. Exactly. You know, the girl that come out the house like they don't got a man. Got your titties all out, like the see-through shirts. Like I be seeing them at night. I be seeing them in Nike every day.
That's image.
I be like, yo, you let your girl come out the house like that?
That's not even hygiene though. That's all about image. But that's like that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other conversation.
That be getting me mad. I be feeling bad for it. Like this girl came out the house with a sheer shirt, with her titties pierced. Yo,
I mean,
walking with her man.
If we talking about it, we might as well talk about it. I feel you, but I'm not your dad.
But I understand that. But like, you should know if you have a man how to come out the house.
There's a respect.
You feel me?
There's a line.
Exactly. So you can't come out like you don't got a man. Walking around the store like you don't got a man.
Word.
Like I'm here with you.
No, I mean I hear you, but I'm not telling you nothing.
You're not gonna say like you don't like it. Nothing. You never say nothing.
If I like it, I like it.
I mean that's weird, but you don't let her. No, like y'all going to the grocery store, she dressed like that. That's you. Like you don't let her.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have enough not to discredit your own confidence, but it's like at the end of the day, I know like okay, it's just clothes. Is she flirting? Is she out here like jumping on other dudes?
That's true. I give you that point. That's the point. How you feel about it? You know.
I mean, like he said, I'm not your father.
Yeah, I feel like you say something though.
I feel like you got something
if we're
behind
in a relationship though, I feel like it's already been established like how far you can go with it.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Like the conversation most likely has already been had. So if you cross the line, you know, when we're in a private space, then we'll have that conversation and talk about
what it is,
what are you doing? Because I would never embarrass my girl in public.
That's true. I'm not gonna embarrass my girl.
That's not necessary.
I mean, it's a little bit harder to do that. If we talking about strictly clothes, it's kind of hard. Like, yo, if I want to wear sweatpants to the grocery store, I'm wearing sweatpants to the grocery store.
I don't think any female really
print out and all.
Alright. We're a little bit different when it comes to that.
Dwayne, how you feel about it?
I mean, he's right. You know, you're not her father, whatever the case may be. But I feel like the line of respect has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you my girl. Why are you outside with a mesh shirt? Would you get? You got your titties pierced and that it's all out. Like that's a job. You know what I'm saying?
With me, private parts, that's off limits. Like no other man should be saying my lady's private parts. And that's what it is. Cause like, how would you feel? I'm not saying I would do this if I'm walking around the street with my dick out. Like,
that's for your.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would I do that? But I mean, girls kind of get up. Girls being females being females, you know, in the society we live in, we kind of give them a pass with that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where
I understand the fashion types. You feel me?
That
but like, there's ways that like a girl can like still wear those and still cover herself up and look like
decent. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you have a man basically.
Yeah.
Wait. That was a really good answer, man.
All right, last question. I can't answer this. What city got the best girls?
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee got some.
They got some, man. They got some.
There's some hidden gems in Kissimmie. There's some hidden gems.
Let me tell you about the.
Let's keep it a stack. Everybody from Kissimmee is not from Kissimmee.
Let me tell you.
Let's keep it a stack.
I'm from Kissimmee.
Nah, you.
Here's the thing about Kissimmee hidden gems. By the time you find them, they've already been taken for rent, or they cuffed.
Yeah.
I found a few.
Yeah, I found one. I found one.
I found one.
I can't give you a city.
Shout out
I
to
can
my
give
girl.
you like a country.
Shout out to you know
Out
who
of
you
all
are.
the places I've traveled, I've been fortunate enough
Yeah.
to travel a lot. I would say the most impressed places I've been to are either Alabama and Tennessee,
Southern. You like Southern feel.
or yeah, man, them accents is fire.
All right.
And then going up north,
I think New York got some.
New York,
Yeah.
the city got some.
Some good ones. Yeah. My girl from New York, you know.
Oh, she from New York?
Yeah, shout out.
Man.
She
Even the
a Brooklyn
chicks
girl,
that
you know what I'm
come
saying?
From up north down here, like y'all know who you are.
Okay.
Word.
gonna
That
wrap
was
this
a
up
great.
now.
Yeah, that was a great time. Please check us out on our next video. We're gonna have knock on another session soon. All right.
Blow up the Twitter with some more questions.
You already know we need those questions. Have a good one, guys. Catch y'all next time.
2 cents.